Hello everyone, welcome back. So in today's video, we'll be talking about web ACLs, which is also known as Web Access Control List, and AWS WAF, which is Web Application Firewall. So let's go to the search bar and type, let's go ahead and type as WAF. So you can see we have WAF and Shield. So click that. So here you can see the option called Create Web ACL. Click that. So here go to AWS WAF and there you go. Now we are in the console. So let's go ahead and create a web ACL. So coming to the definition of web ACL, it is a set of rules that define the condition under which the traffic is allowed or blocked to access your web application. So it acts as a filter, allowing you to control who can access your applications and what kind of traffic is permitted, helping to protect against common web exploits and attacks like SQL injection and cross-site scripting. So let's say that click web access control list. So let's give the name. So I'm just using a basic name, let's say like Marty, and coming to the CloudWatch metric name. So basically by associating CloudWatch metrics with your web ACL, you can track metrics such as number of requests allowed or blocked or counted by each rule within this particular ACL, right? So that is the reason now we are also using CloudWatch here, and I'm just leaving it as default, the region which is North Virginia. And coming to the resource type to associate with web ACL. So coming to here, we have two options: application load balancer and API gateway. So why we have only these two options? So basically these are common entry points for web application and APIs in AWS, making them natural integration points for AWS WAF. So by associating a web ACL with ALB and API gateway, you can filter and inspect incoming traffic, providing a layer of defense against the common web attacks. So that is the reason we have these two options. So you can select accordingly and select the AWS resources to associate with that. So since we don't have any, so right now it's showing as the blank. So in this case, I'll just try to go next. And here we have different conditions. So you can see we have cross-site script matching conditions, geo match conditions, IP match conditions, size constraint conditions, SQL match conditions, and so on. So if we talk about cross-site scripting, it detects and blocks a request containing malicious JavaScript code, right? So for that, you can create the condition. So you can click here and you can give the name. So I'm just, since it's a sample one, I'm just giving the random name here, and part of the request that you want to filter. Click that, you can click the header, you can select the header type and what you want to transfer it into, convert to lower cases or HTML decode. So based on that, you can select, but in this case, I'm just leaving it as default for now. So to know more about cross-site scripting, I have kept in my YouTube channel. Please do check them out, and you can create that condition, right? So that is how you can do. So let me cancel this, and if you go to the geo match conditions, it's the same. So it restricts or allows traffic based on the geographical location. So you can create the condition and give the name, and you can see you can select the location type in which country, and you can add that specific location. So you can just add Afghanistan and you can add the location. So based on the traffic, you can allow or deny, which we'll be doing in just a minute. So similarly, IP match. So it allows or blocks or count requests based on the source IP address, right? So you can click here, you see, give the name, give the address, and finally add it, right? So let's go back. Similarly with the size constraint conditions, so it sets the limits on the size of different parts of HTTP request, right? You can click here, you can see part of the request header, accept, comparison, let's say equal to, and enter the number of bytes, and based on your requirement you can add here, right? And click create. So I'm not adding that. And the next one is SQL injection match conditions. So it detects and blocks requests containing these SQL injection patterns that we use here. So you can click here, Similarly, add header and the one that you want, convert to lowercase, and based on that you can just add it and add that particular filter and create it, right? So that's done. And similarly, the string and request match conditions. So search for the specific strings or patterns within this HTTP request using a simple string or the regular expressions. You can see header, similarly accept, match type which contains, go to lowercase, and you can type the plain string here and add that filter. So in this case, I'll just leave it everything as default. So I just wanted to, show these steps. So you can go next and you can see if the request doesn't match any rules that we have defined. For example, let's say the geolocation, take the default action. So if that doesn't match to that country, let's say if Afghanistan, what you want to do, whether you want to allow the request that doesn't match any rules or whether you want to block it. So based on that, you can block or allow it and finally review and create it. So that is how you can create these rules or web access control list. So this is a very useful concept. I hope you guys have understood the concept of today's video. I'll try to make an in-depth video in the future when we are trying to build some infrastructure. So yeah, I hope you guys have understood the concept. Thank you. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and please share the video. Thanks everyone.